Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Murder1 coming back again with a new video. Decided to do a voiceover today for this one because something great happened in the Quake 4 space. I believe Microsoft offered the game for free on certain platform, a certain platform that brought some new players into the game. So for the first time in a long time, I was able to play some Quake 4MAX. So free-for-all, Quake 4MAX free-for-all. So decided to record it and post it for you guys with a little bit of commentary. Starting the game off, we're on DM6, you know, very popular map, and I grabbed the quad damage in the center of the map there and got a few kills so far with the LG. So we're quickly up to a 4-1 lead, and the way I play this map on Quake 4 is I mainly just get the LG because in free-for-alls, you know, cleanup kills are very, very important. So using the LG the majority of the time, especially if you have decent or good or very good aim, is the best way to go, I think. Other than that, you want to prioritize the rocket and, you know, the rail wherever needed. So make my way now to the yellow armor and try to just bounce back and forth between the yellow armor. This map has the quad in the middle and then two yellow armors. One right here, as you can see, I just picked that one up, and one back where I picked it up before by the jump pad. Right here underneath the where the LG is. So got both of them, and that's what I try to do on the map, is just bounce back and forth between the two. So yeah, it's you know, pretty decent time to be on Quake 4, as I said, with the community we had before, with the recent decision by Microsoft. We did get a few influx of a few more players. So all these people in this game, Slum Corp, Lick, and B Burrito, I've never seen on Quake 4 before. So these are three brand new players, and they're playing Quake 4MAX, which means, you know, they know what's up. This is the mod you should be playing when you're on Quake 4. It has everything fixed and corrected from the vanilla game. You got very good bright skins, fully customizable, and just all the features in the in-game menu. Instead of having to use the console, you get all the features in the in-game menu. And in addition to that, corrected hit scan, hit registration. So there's no more, you know, searching for the hitbox as I do on the vanilla game. The hit registration, even on 100 ping in Quake 4MAX, is like spot on. So yeah, this is, if you're playing Quake 4 multiplayer, this is what you should be playing. Quake 4MAX version 1.42. So yeah, these guys were, as I said, new to Quake 4. I did speak with one of them after Slum Corp, I believe, or Slum Core, and he said that he has, you know, like 300 hours on Quake Champs and Quake Live or something like that. I forgot exactly the amount of hours he said, but he is a previous Quake player, and I think the guy Lick, he did play Quake 4 before, so he was familiar with the game. But yeah, as I said, you could tell that they were still, you know, getting stuff adjusted as far as their settings go and things like that. So of course I didn't know that at the time, so I'm playing, you know, fairly seriously, and I got out to a pretty sizable lead early on. 4 minutes in, we're at 19 kills. One of them just picked up the quad there. The quad damage spawns every 2 minutes. I was able to kill him there with the Hyper Blaster. Picked up the quad and then got another kill. And as I said, doing the same thing, just bouncing back and forth between the yellow armors to try to have some sustainability as far as life is concerned. Was able to get a rampage there. That's 3 kills in a row in quick succession. If you get 2 kills in a row in quick succession, it's a you get an excellent medal. 3 or more, you get rampage. And so yeah, my go-to weapons are of course the LG Hyper Blaster Shotty on this map. Once I, determine the level of the players, I try not to bully them too much. So I kind of avoid the rocket, and as you can see later on in the game, I try to, give up the quad sometimes as well. Nice play by me there. And as you can see, when I'm hitting the LG, it's just put it on the model and you get all your hits, which is how it should be, as opposed to if you watch any of my other FFA games on the vanilla game. You'll see that I'm constantly looking for the hitbox. The way it works on the vanilla game is, from what I can pick up, is the hitbox is slightly in front of the player model in whatever direction they're going. So if they're going left, it's slightly in front of the player model towards left. Same thing on the right. And if they're coming straight towards you, then you can aim directly at the model. And that's in a 3-dimensional space. So if they're, going diagonals and all of that stuff, you have to adjust for that distance as well. So kind of a pain, but you do get used to it. It's kind of like, it's kind of strange. It's kind of like using the Hyper Blaster for hit scan weapon. You know what I mean? It's like you gotta aim a little bit in front or a little bit behind, so on and so forth. Alright, so 7 minutes in and we're at about 35 kills. This is a 15-minute game. It was nice to just get a long frag session in. Haven't played in a while myself. Usually when you see my games uploaded on the channel, I play most of them in one session. So maybe like once a week, or at most like twice a week I play and get 10 games in, and or however many I can get in, and then I just upload them one by one. I'm thinking about changing the format though to get longer videos, maybe putting 3 or so games together to have maybe 10-minute videos with the voiceover. So I'm going to try that for a little bit and see the response. See if then that can help me in terms of subscribers and views. I'm pretty happy with the views on the channel so far, considering the style and format that I uploaded videos in. And we just hit over 100 subscribers, I believe. At the time I'm recording this, we're at about 111 or 112, which is pretty great, I think, for this old game. So many thanks to you guys who have subscribed. About 90% of the people that do watch the channel aren't subscribed, so if you guys want to support the channel, definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps with pushing the Quake 4 content out there. If you love this game, please go ahead and try to support it. There have been talks as well about a remaster for Quake 4, which is why they opened it up for a free download recently, so if that comes, hopefully we'll, you know, get a Quake 4 community back. I'm confident that if people play this game, and if it's made easier to access the game, that it will have a great community, because as I said, I played this game from the very first day it came out, and I haven't stopped playing it since. Of course, it's been on and on. Took a couple years off, or a year off, and then came back, that kind of thing. But you know, I've consistently played this game since it came out in 2005, and I'm confident in saying that this Quake4MAX mod is the best Quake experience you can have, even to this day, with Quake Live and Quake Champions out. This is the best Quake, hands down. The movement is perfect with the crowd sliding. The hitboxes are small enough to where you have to aim at your opponent and you're not going to get any free hits. The dodging is aggressive, so the opponent can literally dodge everything you throw at him. So you have to, you know, you got to be good. You got to work on your aim in this. You got to work on your movement. There's trick jumps that set a skill ceiling, like stair jumps, ramp jumps, gap jumps, like you know, bridge to rail, that kind of thing. So I've always been a big fan of that. You know, it separates the good players from the bad, well, not bad, I wouldn't say bad, but the newer players. So if there's a certain item like a red armor or mega health on the map that you need to know how to do a ramp jump to access, or if there's a particular, like for example on the map Frantic in the red armor room, there is a ramp jump that you can do to exit the red armor room from the other exit as opposed to the main exit. And if you don't know how to do that, you're a lot of the times just going to get trapped in that red armor room. You need to know how to do the ramp jump so you can quickly maneuver between the exits to try to work your way out, if that makes sense. So a beginning player who doesn't know that is just going to get trapped and killed in there, whereas if someone who spends the time to learn the different trick jumps, they have a much better chance of maneuvering out of that dangerous situation using the skill that they practice. So it's like a skill ceiling, or something to work on, if that makes sense. And I think having that kind of stuff in games, what makes it, you know, adds to the longevity of the game, because you have things that you need to master that will give you an advantage over people who don't do that, as opposed to just, you know, pressing F to do your ability and get a kill. Adds depth to the game. So right here we're just going to snipe a kill on the quad. Couldn't get it there in time because we were low health, and that guy ends up getting it. And yeah, man, we have a pretty good lead now. A couple minutes left in the game. The time limit is set to 15 minutes, which was standard for duel and TDM games back in the day, because 15-minute games, man, it allows you to get down early, like if you get bad spawns or something like that, but it gives you enough time to be able to work back into the game, as opposed to like 10-minute games where if you get a bad start, you're pretty much just screwed. Some nice rockets from him there. Still was able to get the kill, and nice cleanup there from Bean Burrito. See what I'm saying? With the rockets, there's no guaranteed hits. You gotta aim every single rocket or you're gonna miss, because the hitbox and the dodging is on point. And yeah, I hadn't played Quake4MAX in a long time, so probably over 6 months. So aim is kind of shaky, but you know, we made it work. because Quake4MAX does have a different feeling to the vanilla game, so I'm hoping that it gets to a point where we have a decent community so I just can play nothing but Quake4MAX and I won't have to go back on the other pub server with the vanilla game, because while it's still fun, it's not that great to play because of all the issues I mentioned before. So this was the final score, 61 kills, pretty decent. Had fun. Shout out to these guys as well for sticking around and playing a couple games with me. I do have another map that I will be uploading. Thank you guys again for all the subs. Road to 200 subs is underway. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.